Good afternoon, everyone. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Saffanah Mauriska Khansa, and my friends Aura Ijriana, Nabila Parwi, and Syifa Salsabila would explain about One Belt, One Road initiative and its development. Consists of definition, goals, development, potential and challenges, and the last one, conclusion. The definition will explained by Syifa.
Okay, so thank you for the time. So here I want to explain about the definition of One Belt, One Road. So, about for short, it's a global infrastructure development strategy adopted by Chinese government in 2013. It's fast in nearly 115 countries and international organizations. It is considered a centerpiece of the Chinese leader Xi Jinping for foreign policy. The Bari forms the central component of Xi major country diplomacy strategy, which calls for China to assume a greater leadership role for global affairs in accordance with its rising power and status. As of August 2022, 149 countries were listed as having signed up purpose for itself is promote economic development and interregional connectivity around the world. The state objectives are to construct a unified large market and make full use of both international and domestic markets through cultural exchange and integration to enhance mutual understanding and trust of member nations, resulting in innovative pattern of capital inflows, talent pools, and technology database. The Belt and Road Initiative addressed an infrastructure gate and thus has a potential to accelerate economic growth across the Asia Pacific, Africa, and Eastern Europe. The initial focus has been infrastructure investment, education, construction, materials, railway and highway, automobile, real estate, power grid, and iron and steel. Thank you for the time.
So the next is about goals of the One Belt One Road. The Belt Road Initiative policy, which became known as One Belt One Road, has the goal of building massive land, sea, and air infrastructure to increase and improve trade and economic routes between countries in Asia and beyond. Based on the Business Insight report, the Belt and Road Mega Project connects 70 ASEAN, European, and African countries. The policy was also issued in view of the trade war between China and the United States, which are vying over each other for political and economic influence.
Okay, here I will explain about influence of one road in the modern era. President Xi Jinping currently has a strong foundation for the construction and development of the Belt and Road Project. This project is emphasized to strengthen financial cooperation, strengthen road or infrastructure connection by forming a strong transportation pool with other countries. According to him, this will greatly help developing countries around the Silk Road to grow their economies. Through the infrastructure development cooperation that can stimulate the economy of these developing countries. The Belt Road Initiative also intends to strengthen trade facilities by focus on eliminating trade barriers or what is commonly called trade barrier and adopting policy to reduce trade and investment costs. Judging from the possible benefit to be gained from military expansion, China views more benefits to be achieved from economic cooperation for both domestic and foreign benefit. What is most obvious in this regard is that trading with new markets can be very profitable and help maintain the national economy. China remains strong among the domestic market that will benefit from trading with new markets, and our Chinese domestic companies engage in transportation and telecommunication, which currently look very ready to become global brands. Thank you. Next slide.
The opportunities of One Belt One Road will explain by myself, Aura Ijriana. Point first, this One Belt One Road will help promote the economic prosperity of the countries along the Belt and Road and regional economic cooperation. The point two, strengthen exchange and mutual learning between different civilizations. Point three, promote world peace and development. Point four, open more opportunities for global trade. Point five, to strengthen connectivity between international cooperation. Point six, to lower trade and investment costs. Next slide, please. The challenges of One Belt One Road is first the tension in China neighborhood. As example, China and Taiwan, ethnic tension in China, South and North Korea tension, China and India borderline, Iceland claims as example, parcel Iceland that claimed by China, Taiwan, and Vietnam, etc. The second point is great power rivalries. Some other states will look at this One Belt One Road as a security threat, especially for Russia that close to China. Also for the other state, look this One Belt One Road as the power competition. Third, the unstable political system. As example, in this One Belt One Road is going, there may be a war or the tension between China and the cooperation state for corruption, because this is a big project that will contribute by many states and many institutions. It make the corruption make it happen. 5, the high cost. 6, the slow custom clearance that might impact to the export and import of the raw materials. Next slide, please.
Okay, the next slide we're going to the conclusion. It was concluded that the One Belt One Road program policy is a step forward in addressing the issue of globalization and the welfare of people throughout the world with all consideration, as well as emphasizing the important role that technological advance play in the expansion of globalization. I think that's all from us. Thank you.